Hello, welcome to part 9 of the How to Make Grow a Garden Roblox series. In this episode, we'll be making regrowable plants like fruit trees and bushes and things. The first thing we're going to do actually is do a couple of bug fixes. So in plot handover, you're going to want to find the unassigned plot function, and down here where it says to update this to empty, I'm actually going to go underneath that, say for underscore comma plant in pairs plot find first child plants get children do plant destroy. So that's it for that bug fix. That'll make it so that the plants, they will get destroyed when somebody leaves the game. So instead of them just like staying when people leave, they'll be gone. Next, we're going to work on the actual plants. So I'm gonna make a tree. Oh, actually, I already made one. This is the stages that I have, and then some people seem to have forgotten how to make a new plant. So actually, we need this into the plants folder in applicated storage. You need a normal folder, which will add more once we're doing mutations. For now, just normal though. And then inside of that, you add your stages, and in each stage, you need a stage value. And specifically on these ones that have other fruit grow off of them, or whatever else, you need a object value called fruit folder, and a part called attachments. In this part, I just put it right down here at the base. Oh yeah, also don't forget to set the primary part of your stages to like a part that would make it stay the same place. Anyways, inside of this attachments part, which is invisible, by the way, and can collide is... oh, it should be off. All of this should be off. Can collide, can query, and can touch. Inside of this, you put attachments, and you can name them whatever. And you can see I have them laid out where I want the apples to grow. Orientation matters too. I'm gonna make fruit follow this orientation. You can change that if you want in the future, but for now, it'll be the same orientation as the attachment. The attachment is for the very top of the fruit too, if you're doing like a stem, for in my case, or it's just going to be the top of the primary part. So let's see. Next, inside of each attachment, you need to do attributes. So you need a Boolean attribute. So yeah, press the plus, you make the type Boolean and name it first fruit, just like that. And make this one checkmarked. And then make another one and name it fruit growing, just like that. And leave this one not checkmarked. Then we're gonna change our IDs to string values. That way we can make it a bit easier. So make a string value inside of each attachment as well. Then name it ID, just like that. And I'm doing mine. This is just per plant. So like there's only 3 in here, so I only need A1, A2, and A3. I'm just making it with an A before it for attachment. And then for the actual plants too, inside of final stage, how we have these IDs, I'm going to make it a string value instead. So I need to create this one, make it ID, make it a string value. I'm just going to make this one 3. I'm going to do that for all of my plants. Oh sorry, I'm not going to make it 3. I'm going to make it P3 for plant 3. And then now, that's your final stage for your tree or bush or whatever else. In the config, we have a couple of new things. We have all the normal stuff. And then right here, multi-harvest equals true. Just like that, with capital M and a capital H. The fruit waiting time is like how long, so... because they don't just grow immediately as soon as you harvest one, right? So this is how long they will grow for, or how long after you harvest one or after the tree grows up, how long it waits for them to grow a new fruit. And I make it random, so the minimum time I have on the apple tree is 5 seconds and the maximum is 15 seconds. So you write out as min fruit wait time with every word capitalized, and then the other one's max fruit wait time. Now, inside of this, so we're also going to put a folder and name it fruit. inside of here, I need a folder named normal, because this is basically another plant. And I need a config. This one, we don't need any of this because it's not multi-harvest. But we do need to say is fruit equals true. So I should probably change the price. I guess technically in this one, you don't need the price, but we're just going to keep it for now because it doesn't really matter. Might remove it in the future. Or maybe we'll make a way that, like, if you use a shovel on these things, you can sell them, like the trees. That'd be kind of cool. Anyways, so this is the config for the tree. This is the config for the fruit. Now we need a model of the fruit inside of that normal folder. Well, we need multiple models, right? Just how we do it with every other plant. So I made some. We duplicate them and show. You know, I'm not really sure what to do for this. Just 2 stages. And then as always, we have the stage value in each of them. And then, oh yeah, we have the main part. For the primary part, see I have that right there. Don't have it angled, it'll make it look weird. Unless you want the entire thing angled. Handle is where you hold it once you harvest it. Because see, these ones you can harvest on the final stage. I'm actually going to name this final stage, even though it's already kind of obvious. So yeah, make sure you have a handle in your final stage. Not for, well yeah, for these ones too actually, because we might make it harvestable with the shovel, maybe? I don't know. So now you have the fruit and the tree. Let's make a seed for it too, actually. So right here, I'm going to duplicate my carrot seed and call it apple seed. Name, or the amount is 1. The default name is apple seed. Seed name, apple tree. This is the name of the plant that it will grow. Config, price, let's make this one like 100. Oh yeah, I need to change this. I'm gonna make it brown. I'm gonna make it out of rubber, because why not? So now I'm gonna duplicate this, put it in the starter pack just so we can test it. And delete the carrot because we don't need that one. And I'm just gonna give us like 5 of them. Well, let's give us 3. Now, if we were to play this right now and plant this right now, it would grow, but it would not be like how we wanted them to. Oh, I messed up the stages a little. And we could harvest them like a normal plant. And oh, that's kind of cool though. Oh, can collide. I forgot about that issue. We'll fix that. But yeah, so this is just a normal plant. So we are going to change that. Alright, so now we're going to do some scripting. In plot data handler, the first thing we need to do is in this type plant info, we have the grow start time, and we need to add a couple of things. So after this, we're going to add delay time, which is a number. This is for fruits. That's that random minimum and maximum delay thing. And then we're going to add something called attachments data. Which we are, sorry, attachment data, no S. And this is going to be a table, and it will have a few things in it. It'll have ID, which is a string. It'll have fruit growing, which is a boolean, and it'll have first fruit, which is a boolean. Now that's our plant info type done. So in serialized plot, inside of if plants, inside of the for loop, I'm going to say local delay time. And then right here, we are going to check for delay time. So plant handler, delay time equals plant handler dot plant dot delay time. And now we're going to make an attachment data thing. Local attachment data. We make it equal to a table. And then if plant find first child attachments. So that's why it's also very important that you name that part with all the attachments in it inside of final stage. Name it attachments, and then put the attachments right inside of it, and that's not in anything else inside of it. So then for underscore comma attachment in pairs plant dot attachments go and get children 2. Now local attachment data table equals this, and inside of there, we're going to say ID equals attachment, go and get attribute ID, fruit growing equals attachment, go and get attribute fruit growing, and first fruit equals attachment, go and get attribute first fruit. Now I'm going to say attachment data, then attachment, go and get, attachment data table ID equals attachment data table. Okay, no, we're not doing that. We're going attachment, go and get attribute ID. So now we're basically putting it in there with its ID, and this is all per plant. So each plant's gonna have this. And then other than that, we just have to add delay time. So delay time equals delay time. Attachment data. Did I put attachments? I did. Whoops. Attachment data. Attachment data. Oh. Okay. With capital equals attachment data lowercase, because this one's lowercase. Make sure they're not the exact same thing. You have to at least have a capitalization difference. And then that should be it for our serialized plot function. We're gonna do another thing inside of here. Local HTTP service equals game, go and get service, HTTP service. And then plot data equals HTTP service, colon, JSON encode, plot data. Then in the load plot function, we're going to have a few things change, but first we are going to go into if success and data here. We don't need to print all of this. If success and data, then data equals HTTP service, colon, JSON decode data. So we're encoding it when we save it and decoding it when we load it again. If new plant, then if new plant, colon, find first child, attachments, then now we're going to be doing the attachment data things. So for underscore comma attachment in pairs, new plant dot attachments, go and get children, do if plant info dot attachment data and plant info dot attachment data square brackets attachment colon get attribute ID, then attachment colon set attribute fruit growing plant info dot attachment data dot fruit growing attachment colon set attribute first fruit plant info dot attachment data dot first fruit. Now that's it for this function here, I believe. Now we're working on the plant handover, and we have quite a lot to do in here. So the first thing is going to be in the update plants function. We are going to go inside of this. Oh, also in the type plant, we're going to add a couple of things. First one is can grow, which is a boolean. Next one is delay time, which is a number. Now we need to change things in update plant. So first thing is we're going to put an if statement. If plant.can grow, then we're going to put an else. And inside of this, then we're going to cut and paste all of that. And now we need to change something else inside of there. If plant.can grow, if not plant.is full grown, right here before we get this current stage, I'm going to say if plant.delay time, then grow time minus equals plant.delay time. So basically, if the plant is delayed, like a fruit, then we don't want that adding the grow time. So when it's not delayed and it's growing, it already has, like, let's say 13 seconds added on. So we're subtracting that from the grow time because the grow start time is going to start when this delay starts anyways. So inside of if plot, then we're going to the else if current stages equals 0. Oh yeah, also I'm going to add like a thing at some point probably, but for now, up here, right after the getting the current stage, I'm going to say if plant dot is fruit, then if config if plant dot config dot is fruit, then current stage plus equals 1, because we can't have it being 0 because we have nothing to put in here. Wait, since we're not doing a circle, maybe I'll add something in the future, like some sort of flower bud or something. I'm not really sure. So for now, that'll have to work. Oh yeah, that's right, because we want to fix the flickering. All right, here inside of else, I have this if current model, right? I'm gonna delete the destroy. All right, here I'm going to say if current model find first child stage and current model dot stage dot value is not equal to current stage, then current model destroy current model equals nil. Else if not current model find first child stage, then current model destroy current model equals nil. And then we have all this. We're gonna cut it. Say if not, cut it means to copy and delete it basically. It's just Control X. So don't just delete it. If not current model, then we do this. Basically, this will fix that flickering because we're not destroying it every time just because. We're only destroying it if it's actually different. I would recommend saving. I mean, honestly, to save after you add anything that's somewhat of a decent sized change. Now, we gotta change the, like, if the plant is fully grown, there's a lot to change in here. Basically, right here, this is still fine. This is not. So, right here, it's if plant dot config dot multi harvest, then an else, and inside of else, we add this, and then after it is a plant handler dot plants. Other than that, that should be the same. But inside of, if it's multi-harvest, I'm going to say local attachments equals model find first child attachments get children for underscore comma attachment in pairs attachments do if not attachment get attribute fruit growing, then if attachment is a attachment and not that, then attachment set attribute fruit growing true. We are now going to get the random wait time, so local rand delay time equals math.random plant.config dot min, what was it? Chance apple tree config min fruit wait time in fruit delay time. We're going to change this to delay time. Min and max, so min fruit delay time, max fruit delay time. So I'm just going to copy paste this and change this to, max fruit delay time. Now we have our delay time, and you can call this random delay time, I guess. Rand is just very slightly shorter. So now local fruit grow start time. I'm going to leave that empty. It's not set anything. So now if attachment get attribute first fruit, then fruit grow start time equals ant plant.growStartTime plus plant.config.growTime, and that should be that. And then we're just going to set it to false. So attachment, set attribute, first fruit, false. Now we need to initialize plant. We're going to change some things inside of initialize plant as well. Plant handler dot initialize plant, fire plant dot fruit folder, right? Isn't that what it's called? Dot value, right? Let's check. Fruit folder, yep. Oh yeah, this object value. You have to set its value to this folder named fruit. It needs the config, which means we have to require plant dot fruit folder dot value find first child. No, not find first child, just dot config. Now it needs the plant circle. We're actually just going to say attachment, change some stuff in there. We're also going to add a couple of new ones. So random divide time. And fruit to grow start time. This is for offline. So if we didn't add all this stuff in the first fruit thing, if the tree wasn't fully grown when you left, it wouldn't grow any fruit until you got back. It would start growing them, but this will make it so it does. That should be it for that. Now I just gotta change initialize plant. Inside of initialize plant, we're going to, oh wait, we're also going to have to change the scale model function a little bit so the attachments are scaled properly. We're going to cut all of this, then do if plot then, because it was giving me errors sometimes if I were to like leave the game right when one is about to be initialized, it wouldn't be able to find the plot and it would mess things up. We're getting the plant, we're getting the plant stages, we're sorting them, and I'm getting the is full grown, false, current stages. Actually, do we need is full grown? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Let's delete that. Actually, we don't need that either. We don't need current stage. Alright, so now we have this whole thing right there. But we do need to change something after this. So, right here, if plant circle, is a attachment, then plant CF equals plant circle, we're gonna call it that still, dot world C-frame, because attachments have like world position and world C-frame and then a relative one, so like the normal position is just like -5, 18, 0.5, because it's relative to the part that it's under. See, the world C-frame is very different. Now we need to change the plant's position now, right? So final stage, pivot to plant CF, local attachment value equals instance.new object value, and parent to the file stage, attachment value name equals attachment, and attachment value dot value equals plant circle. We're just going to set it to nil, so plant circle equals nil. And then in here, we need to set can grow. It's going to be false by default. We're going to just change it later so that it doesn't start growing a fruit before it should. And delay time equals delay time. Oh, oops, sorry. I forgot to get this in here. We need the delay time. Fruit grow start time. So delay time equals delay time. If fruit grow start time, then we are going to change that. So plant table grow start time equals fruit grow start time. And then we put it into the table immediately. Yeah, that's it for initialize plant. We have to change things in load plant as well. So inside of load plant, we have to add delay time. All of the very first part should be fine. We just have to get the, if it's a fruit, we have to check right here. If config.isFruit, then for underscore comma attachment in pairs plot plants get descendants do if attachment is a attachment Then local plant position equals plant cf dot position, because it's a C frame, we only want the position from it, minus vector3 dot new 0, comma negative plant dot primary part dot size dot y divided by 2, comma 0. Now we're going to say if attachment dot world position oops, we need to put this in minus plant position dot magnitude is less than 0.1, which means it's very, very close to the fruit. Then, so this is how we're detecting which attachment it's on, because you shouldn't have attachments that close together, right? I mean, if they're less than 0.1 studs, then I don't know what you're doing. We're just going to do the same thing we already did. And here, this local attachment value, you're just going to copy that, this whole part right here, and we're going to change final stage to plant, and plant circle to attachment. And then we're going to say break, which breaks the loop. So, because we're already done, we already said that. We found the right attachment. And that's it for that specific part. But we have to fix our plant table. So can grow equals false, and delay time equals delay time. Okay, so looking pretty good. We need to fix the scale model function since we have attachments now. It's really easy though. So inside the scale model, right here, where it says if part colon is a part, it's going to say else if part colon is a attachment, then part dot position times equals scale, because it's the relative position. So it's just gonna need to be multiplied by scale. And that's it for that function. Now we just need to finish update plants. I'm gonna say if plant.canGrow, then we have the else. Inside of else, we need to say if plant.delayTime, then if os.time minus plant.growStartTime is greater than or equal to delay time, plant.delayTime, then plant.canGrow equals true. Else, so if there is no delay time, plant.canGrow equals true. Oh, right. Sorry, good. Okay, if plant.canGrow inside of this, if not full grown, and if plot inside of the if the stage equals 0, we are going to just get rid of this if current model, then current model destroy in the 0. Whoops. Okay, so now right here it's if plant.config.isFruit. We're actually gonna say if not that, then we do all this because we don't want a plant circle growing. Although we wouldn't have it because of the thing, but we will in the future. So we're just gonna keep it like that. Let's test it. Oh, right. Okay, so we want to delete our data that we currently have. So guys, if you're trying to make this and you're trying to like have people play it already, don't, because it's nowhere near done. Make sure they know that their data is going to get deleted quite a lot probably. I'm going to switch this to plot data test 2. So we start fresh, and then I'm going to plant a couple of apple seeds. Made my frames go down a tiny bit. That looks weird. They're floating. They're not floating now. Uh-oh. Oh, whoops. So inside of this, right here, inside of update plants, down here in the, if it is full grown, and then like plant the config.multi-harvest, we have to, instead of plant, say model for that. Okay, that might fix things. And it saved our. Now, will it grow apples? It's growing an apple. It's growing apples. Okay, the apples are growing. We can harvest them. And then will they regrow? I can hold my apple. It's cool. Then I gotta check. Okay, they don't appear to be regrowing. Wait a minute. Things are not going well. Okay, so here, when we get the attachments right here, let's say attachments part equals that, and delete the get children. Then, oops, if attachments part, then local attachments equals attachments part, colon get children. And then I'm going to copy this for loop and put it inside of there instead. I'm going to save this. I'm going to reset this again using a new number. The data, I mean. And then inside of attachments, first fruit should be enabled by default. And then for some reason it was changed to nil. Okay, it's making my frames go down for a bit right there. They're not floating this time. Oh, that one is. That's weird. I gotta fix that. Okay, so side of attachments. First fruit is false. That's good. Okay. If I harvest this, inside of the if not plant is full grown, we need to change that. So if current model, then current model colon destroy. Okay, so inside of the plant handler, inside of update plants, and if plant can grow, and then else, because we want to be in the one where it's full grown, and then else again, so when it's not a multi-harvest plant. Inside of this connection for the player who triggered the prompt. Also, people are complaining about having the harvest prompt still visible. Just make sure it says harvest prompt colon destroy. If plant.config.is fruit, then we need to see if it has that attachment value we've been making. If model find first child attachment, then local attachment equals model attachment dot value. If attachment is not equal to nil, then attachment colon set attribute fruit growing false. Plot data handler. I don't think it's setting them properly on that. So in mode plot, when we check if there's attachments, I have to change this plant info, the attachment data, and put this square brackets attachment colon get attribute ID. It's a dot fruit growing. So I'm just going to copy paste this part in front of first fruit, and then I'm going to reset the data, and it might work now. It should work. Okay, what's that lag spike at the beginning? I think it's because of the creating and deleting all the plant circles. Okay, so this part works, right? I'm just delaying it for quite some time, and then it should regrow them. And if it does regrow them, that means that part's working. And it is. If I leave the game right now, if I join back, they're still there, and our new one's gonna start growing. They shouldn't. And if I check my attributes, they should be functioning properly now. Yeah. Okay, so no new fruits are growing. But now if I harvest these ones, new ones should start growing. And there we go. And one last thing I need to do. Actually, I'm gonna just, instead of resetting the data, I'm going to go into the server with this button right here next to stop. And I'm going to delete all the plants inside of the plants folder. And then if I stop, just save it so there's nothing in there now. And if I click play, if I plant them and I leave before they finish growing, then I just wait for And look, they grew, and fruit grew on them. Now if we wait, there shouldn't be new fruit growing. No, we're good. It all works. Now we have the regrowable plants. Next episode will be mutations and probably bug fixes, because I'm sure there'll be bugs that will pop up. And yeah, also don't forget to join my new Discord server. Link in the description. Thanks for watching.